The idea of remembering is the dual, the opposite to forgetting. And the very thought of needing to remember something places one into the realm of conflict and fear. What did I forget? I need to remember. It is only the ego that feels it needs to do something. The stumbling block has now been placed firmly in the way of the way. To say we are to remember is to say that one has been membered versus those who have not. It's just another egoic entrapment that continues to separate us as us and them, continually dividing, judging, diminishing as hierarchical. In Westworld, Legoland, there are so many ways to divide and create conflict, all based upon emotional attachments, which is the entrapment created through the ego, the parasite that takes life force energy. The snare that has been set is by becoming emotionally invested into anything, as something, by choosing a side and judging it. The spiritual parasite hooks us from the inside out, attaching it to the ego. Just flow through it by letting it pass through, and you will cross over to the other side. The parasite of Beelzebub cannot take root at that point, as flies are only attracted to dead things. You can feel what you need to feel and then let it flow through you. If you come back to something within your mind, replaying it over and over again, you are reliving it, reviving it, resurrecting it because you emotionally identify with it. The seed, the event, and the egg, your ego, join to create offspring. And the only thing that can emotionally identify with it as part of its storyline is the ego. It is the pain and suffering that gives the ego energy to survive, to continue to live, resurrecting it over and over again as it is slated to die, living death, the Lord of the Flies. The wages of sin, also known as separation, or rather the illusion of it, is death. No matter what you have experienced, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, I don't care what it is, or how distant it is from your personal experience, or even as personal. Once you have attached yourself to it, a choice must be made for or against it. That is the only option for the ego. This is one is enslaved to a master, the experience, which is no longer happening, a slave to a ghost of the past, an egregore that once was but no longer is, the antithesis to that which is, something that has been written in the book of remembrance. Forgive. That which has been forgiven, that which has been let go and remembered no longer, tells no lies. Only a book will tell the tales, a story of long ago, a distant past, retelling the journey of the Creator who chose the illusion of separation. But wait, if forgiveness wipes out that which was written in the book of remembrance, the Akash, and one forgives all debt, which removes it from remembrance, which is full teshuvah, repentance, what will happen to the book? It will cease to have been written, as it never was. We will never have to say ever again, it has been written. So feel what you need to feel, but do not have an egoic attachment to it. That is the way to not get trapped. And that will cease to become part of the book of remembrance, the book of pain and suffering, the parasites that consume life force energy. Be found within the book of life, of the living, those who embrace their authenticity in the now. That is the transcendence of the ego, liberated from all that makes the divine poor and destitute as it never was. That is the remembered as whole, as healed, as one. And in that, you do not have to remember a thing. Only lies need to be remembered in order to keep the lie going. It is the ego that is the true parasite that takes all of our energy in order to survive. You can do all of the parasitic cleanses that you want in the physical, but it will only keep you chasing after something that does not really exist. It is the ego that is the parasite that consumes. It is Yaldabaoth. There is none like me, I must be worshipped. But I must put on a mask and be something else. The ego is born, and the ego will die. But you, Ata, Azalaha, will live forever. Be authentically you. Liberate yourself. Cast off the shackles. Live. Breathe. Be. Dance. Love. Rest.